Hi everyone, I am Teacher Michelle and welcome to another episode of Unang Math. In this episode, I will be discussing this lesson about the properties of similarity in solid figures. Okay, these two solid figures are similar figures. Okay, I will be discussing these three important properties of similarity for solid figures. The first property is the ratio of the length of corresponding edges is constant. Okay, when we say edges, this is an edge, edge, edge. These are edges. Okay, what about here? This is an edge, edge. These are edges. Corresponding edges. Okay, what do we mean when we say corresponding edges? This edge corresponds to this edge. Okay, this edge corresponds to this edge in this figure. This edge corresponds to this edge, and so on. Okay, the ratio of the length of corresponding edges is constant. Okay, what does it mean by this? These are corresponding edges. This measures 4 and this is 8. So this is 4 is to 8. The ratio is 4 is to 8. And if we will simplify, it would be 1 is to 2. So the ratio of similarity is 1 is to 2. Since the ratio of the length of corresponding edges is constant, then it means the rest of the ratio of the length of corresponding edges is also 1 is to 2. Okay, this is 2. Corresponding edge is this edge, 4. So 2 is to 4. Simplify, that would be 1 is to 2. Okay, what about this edge? This is 5, and this corresponds to this edge, which is 10. So 5 is to 10. Simplify, that would be 1 is to 2. So you have to remember that the ratio of the length of corresponding edges is constant. And in these two similar figures, that is 1 is to 2. Okay, what about the second property? Okay, according to the second property, corresponding faces are similar figures. Okay, this face corresponds to this face, and these corresponding faces are similar figures. This face corresponds to this face, and they are similar figures. Okay, and so on. So the corresponding faces are similar figures. For the third property, according to this, if the similarity ratio is m is to n, then the ratio of their volume is m raised to 3 is to n raised to 3. Okay, let me explain this third property. If we will get the volume of this figure, that would be 2 times 4 times 5, then that would be equal to 40. What about this figure? 4 times 8 times 10, that would be 320. So the ratio is 40 is to 320, but we can simplify. Divide both numbers by 40. So 40 divided by 40 is 1, and this is now 8. So the ratio of their volume is 1 is to 8. So originally, the ratio of similarity is 1 is to 2. You have to raise it to the power of 3. So 1 raised to the power of 3 is 1. 2 raised to the power of 3 is 8. So the ratio of their volume is 1 is to 8. That's why it's m raised to 3 is to n raised to 3. Okay, let's give another example by answering this concept check question. Okay, rectangular prisms A and B are similar solids. And the volume of prism A is 20 cubic centimeters. Find the following. So we have the volume, what will be the value of X, and what would be the volume of prism B. Okay, since these two prisms are similar solids, okay, this edge corresponds to this edge. This edge corresponds to this edge. Okay, to find the value of X or the length of this edge, we will be using the ratio of similarity. It's not actually given. We in the problem, the ratio of similarity is not actually given, but we can find since these two prisms are similar solids. So we can make use of the length of this edge and this edge since these are corresponding edges. So we have 2 is to 4. So if we will simplify, that would be 1 is to 2. So it means the ratio of similarity is 1 is to 2. Okay, we can now find the length of this edge. So make use of the ratio of similarity, which is 1 is to 2. This is now equal to the length of this edge, which is X, represented by X, okay, is 2, 6. So this is 2X equals 6. So it means X is 3. So the length of this edge is 3 centimeters. Okay, now, what about the volume of prism B? So it's already given that the volume of prism A is 20 cubic centimeters. To find the volume of prism B, we get the ratio of similarity, which is 1 is to 2, raise it by 3. So 1 raised to the power of 3, 2 raised to the power of 3. That would be equal to the volume of prism A, which is 20 cubic centimeters, is to the one we're looking for, the volume of prism B. Let's represent this one as B. So 1 raised to the power of 3 is 1. 2 raised to the power of 3 is 8. So equals 20 is to B. So it means the volume of prism B is 8 times 20, which is 160. So we have 160 cubic centimeters. Okay, now let's answer the following questions. The first question is, okay, when cylinders A and B are similar solids, find the lateral surface area of cylinder B. So these two cylinders are similar solids. The question is, what would be the area of the lateral face of cylinder B? Okay, when we say lateral face or lateral surface, this is the lateral surface of this cylinder B. And to find the lateral surface or the area of the lateral surface of cylinder B, we have to think or we have to draw or imagine its net. And this cylinder's net would look like this. So it would look like this. These two circles are the bases of this cylinder. And this rectangle is the lateral surface of this cylinder. So the measure of this side would be 6 centimeters. And what we need to find is the measure of this side. Because take note, to find the area of this rectangle or the lateral surface of this cylinder B, we have to know this length and we will be multiplying that one by 6 centimeters. Okay, the length of this side is equal to the circumference of this circle. So circumference, that would be equal to 2 times pi times the radius. So it means we have to know the radius of this circle. It's not actually given, but we can find, since these two cylinders are similar solids, we will be using the ratio of similarity. So we will be using this length and this length because these are given, both given. So we have 4 is to 6. So if we will simplify, it will be 2 is to 3. So the ratio of similarity is 2 is to 3. Okay, now let's find this radius. So 2 is to 3, that would be equal to 3 is to this radius. So this is 9 is equal to 2r. So to find this radius, divide both numbers by 2. So it means the radius is 9 over 2. So this is 9 over 2. So we already know the radius. Now let's find the circumference of this circle. That would be the length of this side of this rectangle. So this is now 2, okay, times the radius, which is 9 over 2 times 5. So it means this is equal to 9 pi. So the length of this side is 9 pi. Okay, now let's find the area of this rectangle. So we now have 9 pi, okay, times, this is 6 centimeters. So this is now equal to 9 times 6, 54. So it means, okay, the area or the lateral area of this surface would be 54 pi square centimeters. So this is now the answer to this question, or the lateral surface area of cylinder B. So we have 54 pi square centimeters. Okay, and for the last question, cones A and B are similar solids, and the similarity ratio is 3 is to 5. If the volume of cone A is 27 pi cubic centimeters, find the volume of cone B. So, cones A and B are similar solids, and it's given that the similarity ratio is 3 is to 5. So, cone A is to cone B. Similarity ratio is 3 is to 5. Volume of cone A, it's also given that the volume of cone A is 27 pi cubic centimeters. So we are going to find the volume of cone B. So volume of cone B, let's represent as B. Okay, since we know that the similarity ratio is 3 is to 5, okay, we are just going to raise this ratio by 3. So we have 3 raised to the power of 3 is to 5 raised to the power of 3. That would be equal to, you have 27 is to the volume of cone B. Let's represent this one as B. So 3 raised to the power of 3 is 27. 5 raised to the power of 3 is 125. This is equal to 27 is to B. These numbers are big numbers if we will multiply. So let's just take a look at this one. 27, this is 27, so times 1. So it means B is 125. So the volume of cone B is 125 pi cubic centimeters.